We're back at 6:36. Summer is here, and that means for me, I got to show up at the pool with my kids and take my shirt off.
Hey, that's
I got to eat well. James Duff,
we're going to do it right here
with
today.
us from James J. Catering in Grand Island, and we're going to talk some veggies today. This is a beautiful spread here.
We've got lots of delicious veggies today. You know, summertime's here. That means there's going to be a lot of farmers markets popping up where you can get great fresh local veggies. There's also
fresh is best, really, when we're talking about this, right? I mean, there's stuff that you can find in the stores, but this is the time of year where you can just get some stuff bursting with flavor.
That's correct, and the big difference really is in the flavor that you get when you get something from a farmer's market. There's a great farmer's market in Grand Island at Ace Hardware. Hastings has the great the 26th Street Farm here, and you can get so much good produce, although they've taken a lot of hit this year with all the weather that's been going on.
Right, and we also, if you're looking in the grocery store, some people don't know the difference. There's the organics, there's the non-organics. What should we know about that?
You know, organic is pretty kind of a hot thing right now, and you know, to be really certified organic, that means your vegetables grew with no fertilizers, no manure, no pesticides, no antibiotics, no absolutely nothing.
Stuck it in the soil and let it grow.
And that's right. So that's really the big difference. So you see a lot of, there's all kinds of labels in grocery stores, you know, certified organic, and a lot of times you pay a lot more for stuff that really isn't technically certified organic.
I see. So watch for those labels.
That's
Make sure that if you're paying more, it's what you really are getting on that. You've got a beautiful spread here. I mean, I haven't eaten a radish in years.
Radish.
And you've got these
love
things
radishes.
Looking
Make your own horseradish.
And I'm ready just to grab this broccoli. Now,
we got broccoli.
It took me a while as a person to eat vegetables. I was sort of a late bloomer on that. But there are ways to make them taste great, right?
There are a lot of ways. You know, I think a lot of people consider vegetables just a little side dish over there, and sometimes they are, but they can really enhance your main dish, and there's a lot you can do with vegetables to make them flavor. There's all kinds of lettuces. You can make fresh salads. There's kale. Believe it or not, you can cut up kale and just sprinkle a little olive oil on it and bake it and have kale chips.
I've had those.
My favorite snack.
Yes.
I make them
Aren't they
good?
Kale
has become, to me, the sort of trendy vegetable this year.
It really is.
Am I right on that?
It is. And it's got great flavor. Then that first time when somebody told me about those kale chips, I was like, get out of here. But man, they are tasty.
And as we look at this spread and you talk about the health benefits, it's the colors that we want to look for too, right? Because the darker greens often having some more of the health benefits.
Well, a lot of times they say they have more antioxidants and more more of the vitamins and healthy things, and it is better to get your vitamins from food versus
trying to take
a tablet or certainly better than all of the processed foods. But there's so many ways. You know, asparagus on the grill is fantastic. Steamed is good. You know, a little garlic, a little butter is great. Cucumbers. Tomatoes, who doesn't love fresh tomatoes?
Yeah, no kidding on that.
And believe it or not, a lot of this stuff is actually fruit.
Which of these would you be grilling up here? So if I say, okay, let me get going on the grill, let me put it on there, what are the best sort of grilling vegetables?
Oh yeah, you know, asparagus is great. Zucchinis are great on the grill.
I love eggplant
on the grill is good. You know, there's so many different options that you could do with vegetables. It's just endless, you know. And when you use things like shallots, which I love shallots, and the scallions versus onions, because these have so much good flavor to them. And you know, if you take a little bit of shallot and a little bit of garlic, and you could saute them with these, you can grill them, you can saute them. You know, you can take the peppers, you can get a little heat in there.
Yeah, so if I'm in the kitchen, you bring up the saute. You mentioned the garlic. Is there any other sort of good spices? And I hear you talking olive oil a lot too. That's a healthier base then for that?
It is a healthier base than all of your vegetable oils and all of those, and that's why it's so popular, because it's doesn't have all that trans fat, you know, and all that.
Do you go after then a caramelization for the vegetables as you're sort of working that? Is that what I should be looking for as far as when things are done?
Sometimes, you know, not necessarily. A lot of times you hear that when it comes to onions and things, to caramelize them, because certain vegetables, it kind of brings out almost a sugary, sweet flavor to them when they caramelize.
Yeah.
But, you know, like asparagus, some people like their asparagus really soft.
Right.
I like mine, you know, a tad crunchy, so I don't want it in there too long.
You don't have one of these up here, but let me ask the age-old question that's been in my family, which is when I try to grill sweet corn, do I leave in the husk or do I take out of the husk?
No, you can do it either way.
Okay.
I've done it both ways. When I leave it in the husk, I'll usually soak it in water for a while.
Okay.
And then put it on there, so it's got all that moisture in there, and then you just peel it back and
it's ready to go.
Enjoy. Or, you know, when you peel it off and take it on there, you get all those nice grill marks and the char on there versus if you have it in the husk. So
James,
either way.
Let's give a plug. It's James J. Catering.
Yes.
You can find out about stuff where at.
Yep. I have a website, www.jamesjcatering.com. I'm in the old Sundowner in Grand Island on 281 in Shimmer in front of the cycle shop. I do catering, and I'm open on some occasions for special events, and I rent out my place. I did a couple of 7-course wine dinners over the weekend, so
nice.
it was busy for me.
And there's a second website also that you're running, Grand Island Eats.
Grand Island Eats, yep. That is a website that I do, and I work with a lot of the local restaurants just to make awareness of them and that they're there for a lot of, and that's more for the people that come into town, because there's a lot of agriculture business and a lot of business travelers and people that come to Grand Island. So this way they have an option that they can look at to find different places that they would like to eat.
Always glad to have you up in the early
Yes.
Can I crunch one of these? They've been calling.
You should.
These
In fact, you should taste the difference between that one and this one and see what you think.
And what are the different? Will I?
Well, this is this is a carrot I got locally versus a baby carrot you get in the store.
Oh yeah.
And I think you could tell the flavor difference is unbelievable. However, these are certainly better than a bag of chips and some candy bars.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I'm throwing away the M&Ms. The carrots are coming
that's right.
up. James Duff, thank you so much. Stay with us. We are back with more News 5 Today right after this.
Isn't